Chapter 11. Walk slowly but never backward. Okay, so we are so focused on figuring out the best approach that we never get around to taking action. As Voltaire once wrote, the best is the enemy of the good. I refer to this as the difference between being in motion and taking action. The two ideas sound similar, but they are not the same. When you are in motion, you are planning and strategizing and learning. Those are all good, but they didn't produce any result. Action is one of the main key in getting success. Action, on the other hand, is the type of the behavior that will deliver an outcome. Sometimes motion is useful, but it will never produce an outcome by itself. It doesn't matter how many times you go talk to the personal trainer, that motion will never get out of you in the shape. Only the action on working out will get you the result you are looking to achieve. And most of us are experts at avoiding criticism. It doesn't feel good to fail or to be judged publicly. So we tend to avoid situation where that might happen. And that's the biggest reason why you slip into the motion rather than taking actions. You want to delay failures. It's easy to be in the motion and convince yourself that you are still making something. So this is not the correct. You have to take actions. Okay, all right. Motions make you feel like you are getting things done, but really you are just preparing to get something done. When preparation becomes a form of procrastination, you need to change something you. So you don't want to merely be planning, you want to be precising, you want to be practicing. If you want to master a habit, the key is to start with repetitions, not perfection. You No one is perfect in this country or in this world. You don't need to map out every feature of a new habit. You just need to practice it. This is the first takeaway of the third law. You just need to get your reps in. So how long does it actually take to form a new habit? Habit formation is the process by which a behavior becomes progressively more automatic through repetitions. And the more you repeat an activity, the more structure of your brain changes to become efficient at the activity. Neuroscientists call this long-term potentialization, 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 which refers to the strengthening of connections between neurons in the brain based on recent patterns of activity, on which each repetition cell-to-cell signaling improves and the neural connections tighten. And this is also known as the Heb's law because neurons that fire together wire together. This is given by the neuropsychologist Donald Hebb in 1949. Repeating a habit leads to clear physical changes in the brain. Of course, the importance of repetition in establishing habit was recognized long before neuroscientists began poking around. In 1860, the English philosopher George H. Lewis noted, in learning to speak a new language, to play on musical instrument, or to perform unaccustomed movements, great difficulty is felt because the channels through which each sensation has to pass have not become established. But no sooner as frequent repetitions cut a pathway, then this difficulty vanishes, and the actions become so automatic that they can perform while the mind is otherwise engaged. Both common sense and scientific evidence agree repetition is a form of change. Each time you repeat an action, you are activating a particular neural circuit associated with the habit. And this means that simply putting in your reps is one of the most critical steps you take to encoding a new habit. So all habits follow a similar trajectory from effortful practice to automatic behavior, a process known as automaticity. Automaticity is the ability to perform a behavior without thinking about each step, which occurs when the non-conscious mind takes over. So this is how our habit line looks like, and most of us are just uh, get get up here means give up means most of us are give up below the habit line. Okay, so the learning curve reveals an important truth about behavior change habits from the based on the frequency, not time. So it doesn't matter it's been 31 days or 30 days or 300 days. What matters is the rate at which you perform the behavior. You could do something twice in 30 days or 200 times. It's the frequency that makes the difference. Not frequency is always the king, not the time. Your current habits have been internalized over the course of hundreds, if not thousands, of repetitions. New habits require the same level of frequency. You need to string together enough successful attempts until the behavior is firmly embedded in your mind and you cross the habit line. In practice, it doesn't really matter how long it takes for a habit to become automatic. What matters is that you take the actions you need to take to make progress. Whether an action is fully automatic is of less importance. To build a habit, you need to practice, and the most effective way to make practice happen is to adhere to the third law of behavior changes. What is make it easy? Make your habit easy. Make your actions easy. Each the chapter that follow will show you how to do exactly that. And third law of behavior changes make it easy. Make your actions easy. And the most effective form of learning is the practicing, not planning. Means planning is necessary, but practice is the key. Practice makes man perfect. Do you know this idiom? Focus on taking action, not being in motion. Habit formation is the process by which a behavior becomes progressively more automatic through repetitions. The amount of time you have been performing a habit is not as important as the number of times you have performed it. Thank you.